Hello, friends, and welcome to this belated but here new moon and Taurus Beltane ritual. And tomorrow is Beltane. Tomorrow is the start of our fifth month in the year, which feels a little crazy to say, considering just how quickly all of last year felt like it was moving. It's like speeding ahead. Um, but now is the time to plant mindfulness, plant seeds of magic. And that's what this ritual is all about. We're going to talk about the new moon, Taurus, and Beltane today. But the intentions here are planting seeds of magic with our intentions, intentions being a seed. Now, I want to give the caveat that our intentions can really be, yes, dear, anything today. Um, when we are talking about planting seeds of intention, it can be big, it can be small, it can be vague, it can be specific. This ritual today is not intended to be a one size fits all sort of thing. Any art as ritual, use as you choose, and let go what does not serve. That is the big takeaway here. Planting seeds of magic with our intentions means that the magic can be big, like starting a new project or a new job, a new career, or it can be something simple and humble and beautiful, like just trying to keep a plant alive in your room so you have something green, right? Just starting a new routine or an addition to your routine that ensures that you are set up for growth and success. Small things, big things, it doesn't matter. But I want to give that intention, that your intention, do whatever you want. Give that space, that permission, rather, that your intentions can be whatever you want them to be here today and as always. Over on Patreon, as you may or may not know, roar is the word of the month. Roar is the word that we are using. Um, and roar is a perfect energy as we awaken from the long winter, right? So the new moon. The new moon was just on Sunday. It's now Wednesday. We're a little outside the new moon intention, but I do want to just share uh, some reflections on your new moon. Every new moon, of course, is a great time to plant seeds of intention, to kind of like let that be known. Um, Whether it's a promise you say to yourself or something you write down where you can see it every day. Um, but with that new moon, this intention is planting time. Being so close to Beltane, it even seems more potent on that energy. So this new moon we just experienced was truly about exploring our connection to Earth, that sacred time of year, blooming, renewing ourselves, trusting our spiritual knowing, and grounding ourselves in our own personal power, awakening our inner hierophant, if you will. Because as it is Taurus season, Taurus is the hierophant in tarot. So for those of you who are not familiar with Beltane, if this is a new practice for you, it's a holiday that celebrates spring at its peak and the coming of summer. It's really like dead in the middle of uh, the beginning of spring and the end of spring. We are at its peak. Beltane also sometimes comes after May, is also comes by the name of May Day. And this holiday is strongly associated with fertility, renewal, you're going to see a lot of pictures of plants and seed sprouting because that is really the magic of this season is to harness that, it's to focus on that. And in this time of fertility of the earth, everything is blooming again, the flowers are budding. We are reminded that it is time to plant seeds to germinate into our season of harvest later in the year. So even now, as we nurture these budding dreams and beliefs and thoughts, feelings, and visions, it's important to keep in mind, whether it's big or small, what can we keep going until the next equinox, right? The equinox that is fall, right? And today we are really planting the seeds of intention for the season to carry us forward to the future, wherever that may be. So that might be, this is a intention I want to harvest in the next equinox. Maybe it's something I want to just harvest within the next few days or weeks. But the point being, we are here to bloom in this season of Beltane, with the darkness of the moon still a little bit creeping, as a reminder of that spiritual center that we can relate back to our own power, our own sense of knowing, or just cultivating our sense of knowing and nurturing our belief in our own power, faith within ourselves. And in fact, next month we are working with the word faith. So thinking about faith is very much on my mind right now as we wrap up this month. How do we work with faith, and what does that even mean? So just a thought to plant in one's head. So I want to share a little bit about the Hierophant because it is the card for Taurus, and the Hierophant is a great teacher. So to kind of go over all of this very briefly, Taurus is the first earth sign of the zodiac. If Aries is the spark of the spirit, Taurus is the home in which it can dwell. I actually really love this vision of the Hierophant because we're dwelling in our own containers. We are cultivating magic as the container. We are the container. Our soul is the seed in this metaphor. Our bodies are the container. The Hierophant acts as the one to share divine connection with God or spirit, however you might interpret that. In this way, we can see ourselves as the container of magic that we seek. We do not need to go to people outside of us to understand our own wisdom. We are holders of the sacred light. It is a matter of listening and tapping into that. We can also turn to others as teachers. That's not to say we are isolated, but in this practice, thinking about our relationship as the Hierophant, we can be the holders of the key of the sacred knowledge. We do not need to seek the message outside of ourselves. We must give ourselves space to be the container. That's just kind of my summation of it and how I feel really drawn to this card. I don't have any Taurus in my chart, but I do have a love for Taurus energy. I love that Taurus energy and that Hierophant energy because it is an empowering one. It is not about seeking out someone to dictate the wisdom. It's sitting with and acknowledging what we know. And what we know is not always on the surface. It is deep within us. It takes time to cultivate that and germinate that seed. So some takeaways. Your sacredness is never diminished. It's simply transformed by the magic you embody naturally. Your rebirthing is constantly happening for your best self, regardless of if anyone else can see it other than you. Doesn't matter. You are a container of your sacred truth, and you deserve to love yourself accordingly. All of that is nourishment for ourselves, I feel, especially in these trying times when we might feel especially disjointed. And we can plant seeds of magic that we need to call in the future we are building. We can plant the seeds we need. We are creators of our reality. And I don't say that often because I do believe we live in a real world and a structure that we must exist within, but our reality is not entirely out of our control. And we can focus on what is in our control in order to push forward through hard things. It is not one or the other. There are many things that we have to flow with and change with, much like the seasons. There are going to be many things that are outside of our control. But when we focus on those things that we can control, how we spend our time, our energy, responding to things, or even cultivating within ourselves, that is in our control. And those are things that we can, again, nurture in order to just fully bring ourselves where we need to be. So I'm going to give us some time to drop into these questions for some journaling. How can you best support your personal bloom in this season? Because we are constantly blooming, but for this one specifically, the season of sunshine, daylight, we are approaching summer where the days are long. Thank God. Thank God, babies. So how do we best support our blooming? It comes naturally. How do we help it just do its thing, right? And how do you fully honor what is growing in the season? And lastly, related to our theme of this month, what area of your life requires you to roar at this moment? Where do you need to be heard? Where do you need to extend your voice more? As you are blooming, maybe you got something to share. Maybe part of what supports you is opening one's mouth, letting it be known. So I'm going to put on some jammy jams. I will check in a little bit. This is going to be a quick session. I apologize for that, friends, but as we are working on this, if you are working with the recording, please make sure to pause this whenever you need to put on music for whatever mood you're in, because you might not feel what I'm sharing. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm actually gonna zoom us out there for a second. And I wanna, as we're sitting, wherever you are, this is gonna be just some movement to drop us in. Um, so we've done some journaling, just some quick journaling. And again, if you need more time, if you are on the recording watching this later, do what you need to do. Put on some more jams and just write it all out. Maybe that's all you do today, including you who are. That's fine. But let's take some time, right? So I want to invite you to put your hands out nice and wide. Place those palms up, receiving. Take a deep breath in here and out through the mouth. Inhale. And with the exhale, put the palms facing down. Hands still out, arms still out, but hands now facing down. Inhale, bring the palms up. Receiving in, exhale, mouth, palms down. And let's repeat this a few times in our own space with our own breath, breathing in. And this time, let it out. Bring the hands to your shoulders. Exhale. So we're going to do some rotations. Take it slow. Opening up the chest. Releasing any tension you might be feeling. And reverse it. This is just kind of work out any kinks before we start drawing or painting, whatever materials you have. Again, if you need to grab those now. This is just to help us work out any tension that we're holding so we don't bring that to what we're about to do. Release the hands to your lap and roll the shoulders with them. One way and then bring the shoulders all the way to the ears. Nice. Take the hands up, up, all the way. Interlace the fingers like so. And put the palms out, stretch, give a back bend if that feels comfortable. Bring the hands in front, release, and just roll with this. Yes, dear. Put the cat or the animal in the room with you. And take some time to just kind of recenter yourself. We're gonna drop in into a quick meditation. So I want you to get comfy. Maybe place your feet flat on the ground if you can. If you're not sitting in a chair, however is comfy. Separate the butt cheeks so you are fully connected. All the way down the spine. Bring those art materials in front of you, the ones you want to use today. Place one hand on your art materials, one hand on your heart. And close your eyes if that's comfortable, or just soften your gaze. The Hierophant is here looking down on us, supporting us in our journey with the magic of spring. And like I said in the past, this connection between our heart and our materials, that is our sacred bridge. Our art materials are our tools. We are just vessels of magic, and we spill out into the art we create. Such beautiful messes of wonderful, nourishing, delicious. Take a moment to center yourself. Breathe in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Notice how you feel in the space with your eyes either softened or closed. And notice the sounds all around you. Any tension that is emerging from your body, wiggle it out real quick before coming to stillness. Now, you might have a word in your mind, maybe you don't. I want you to just think of one word that can act as your intention today. And I really want you to not overthink it. You can always write a more clear intention when we're done with our circle. But right now, it is all about just listening to our inner wisdom. Do not doubt it. Just let it come forward. That one word. And if you are in a place where it feels comfortable, go ahead and say it out loud 3 times, that one word, almost like an incantation. Hold that word in your mind's eye and imagine that word in front of you is existing as a seed, a little seed ready to be planted onto the surface you are working on today. Make sure to connect to the breath, breathe in through your nose. And with your exhale, illuminate that seed. Connecting to the breath. And allowing that breath to almost act as water, nourishing that seed in front of you. Encasing it. With your next breath, bring that seed energetically, just visually imagine it coming into your body, breathing it in with this next inhale. And everything that does not serve that seed, exhale it out with a sigh. Allow that seed to plant into your heart, into a pure light. That word, say that word out loud again. Breathing in that light, that seed of intention. Send that light out, down arm that is connected to your art supplies, breathing in. And with that exhale, sending that seed into the hand that is on your art materials. You plant this seed here today. Feel free to repeat after me. We plant this seed today. For all the magic coming forward in this year, this season, and this day. To plant the seed of magic for all we plant the seed of magic for ourselves. We plant the seed of magic for the collective. Feeling in, letting out that air, sending that intention into our materials to use as that magic moving forward. Take one last deep Breath in through the nose, deep, deep, deep. Hold it at the top, and with your exhale, send out so much love to that seed of intention you are planting. Whatever that seed of intention you are planting is, say it out loud 3 more times or to yourself. Just notice how you are feeling now. Bring awareness to your body, the space you are in. And just slowly come to as you feel called. And again, if you want to write, and take your time coming to. Planted this seed, there is no right or wrong. There just simply is what it is. I want you to take a moment to reflect again. If you need to journal this, and then just think of what is coming up for you in this moment, and why do you think this is? What is coming up? What and why? What is coming up, and why is it coming up? Is what's coming up for you anything specific? Is it more of a feeling? Why do you think it's coming up? Again, take your time. This is meant to say Taurus, my bad, guys. But take a moment. Everything that comes up is sacred. You are allowed to honor all feelings, no matter how heavy. And you can always start over. At this time, I'm going to let y'all begin your work. Whatever that looks like, whatever that feels like, whatever materials you feel like using. Now, this might seem very sudden, and it definitely is. um, Especially for those of you watching the recording. Um, if you are just watching this recording, go back to that slide or just pause this video here. Put on your jams, listen to some sweet, sweet tunes, and nurture that seed. I'm going to be closing out for myself right now, closing out the recording. But thank you for showing up today. Thank you for, or just clicking on this video if that's where you're at. I hope this ritual serves as a reminder of your magic, your value, and your sacredness. Nurture those seeds of magic inside and out. Okay. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Happy spring and healthy Beltane. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing y'all in the next one. And of course, feel free to leave comments or questions. Like I said, go back this direction. And just put this on and drink, okay? Like seriously, put this on and drink. What is coming up for you? Channel it. Why do you think that is? Reflect on it. Yeah. Keep blooming, y'all.